Higher Self, 14th of October 2016. By Mike Quinsey. Website, Tree of the Golden Light. The presidential election is the main focal point for millions of Americans, but there's a strong possibility that they may not go ahead after all. The reason appears to be because one candidate looks like pulling out. It could be the most helpful happening in view of the imminent beginning of global currency revaluation that can be focused upon without distraction. It may in fact have already commenced, and it is certainly very near to taking place at the first opportunity to do so. It is rumored that it has already started, and certainly a slow start is anticipated due to the size of the task. A certain degree of urgency naturally now exists to get the whole scheme underway, which will delight so many people who have eagerly awaited it. The world continues to be in a turmoil, and war is rife, but much is in response to the attempts of the Dark One's forces to impose their controls upon it. However, they will not be allowed to succeed, as higher beings will determine the outcome in favor of the light. There is a plan in place that will prevent it from being delayed, as matters have now reached the point when it is time to bring them to a conclusion. Have faith in those who have your future in their hands, as they are well in control and have a complete overview of what is happening. Where the light is concerned, there are no mistakes, and the plan for your freedom progresses as planned and required to ensure that ascension takes place. The onus is now on each individual to decide where their future lays, and if they desire to ascend, to live out their life accordingly. Of course, help and guidance is given, but in the final reckoning it is up to you to lift your vibration sufficiently to achieve it. You must know by now that an opportunity such as now comes at the end of a cycle. So put the effort in and be certain to be successful, as deep down you will know this to be the truth. When you agreed to your life plan, you were confident of being able to ascend. Your patience has been well tested, and if you have been able to stand your ground, you can consider yourself well on the path to the higher dimensions. The challenges of overcoming the lower vibrations are tough, and you are assailed from all sides, but by keeping centered and in total control of yourself are well on the way to ascension. Traveling the path of light can sometimes be a lonely life, as few people fully understand why they are on Earth, and it is difficult to find others of a like kind. You often become a lonely figure, but your mere presence on Earth is helping to spread the light. As you rise up, it becomes easier to be detached from many of the lower energies, as they hold little or no attraction for you. The time draws near when it will be possible to tell people of the true reasons for experiencing the lower vibrations, and also why it has been necessary to reincarnate many times upon the earth. At whatever level you are currently at, when the end of the cycle takes place, you will accordingly be at exactly the correct level. Families may find that worrying in case they are split up, but bear in mind that each soul has their own path to follow. However, there are times when partnerships remain firm and souls still go forward together. In fact, some families come together to share a life plan, and that often happens when they are working for the light. Dear ones, you are admired and loved for your dedication to your responsibilities, and at all times helped to complete your life plan. Your guides who accompany you are powerful beings who can influence you in ways that ensure your safety, and often avert what could otherwise be an undesirable life-altering change. If you acknowledge them and talk to them, they can converse with you more easily, and they will impress their thoughts upon you. They are probably more aware of your life plan than you are, and able to ensure that you keep on the correct path. It in no way takes away your freedom of choice, as they will know of it already. For some time the galactic craft have been drawing closer to Earth, but until they decloak you will be unable to see them. However, the avians stay at a distance, as their presence is to keep an eye on how the Earth and her population handle ascension. There are in fact a number of groups that are waiting to make themselves known as soon as it is safe to do so. Your future is full of pleasant surprises, not least of all to meet your Agarthan friends from the inner earth. Things will change so much that in relatively short time, you will benefit from being helped to take your rightful place in the new age. The old one is disappearing quite quickly as changes are already taking place that will eventually lift up the quality of your lives. With everything that is going on with your world, it is difficult not to become involved. Your best approach is to try and stay centered at all times, and become the observer, rather than becoming involved. Of course there will be issues that you cannot help but become involved in, and when you are a beacon of light, you can bring peace to a situation that may cause eruptions and confrontation. You have powers beyond your imagination, but you need to have belief in yourself for them to become active. Your greatest work can sometimes occur when you are at your quietest and using your power of thought. You cannot, however, force your ideas onto anyone, as they can be rejected if they are not accepted, and this often happens for reasons of karmic responsibilities that have to be played out. This also applies to the sending out of healing energies, as sometimes a soul needs to see out the full course of their illness for the benefit of all concerned. After you have ascended, you will become quite a different person to what you were previously. Your light will become so strong that you will not play with or entertain the negative energies. The light will figure in everything you do, and since you will be with souls of a like kind, you will lead a blissful life of joy and love. Negative thoughts will not form any part of your life, as the vibrations will be too high for them to be present. So the message is to start as soon as possible feeling what it is like to live with a raised vibration. The more you can resist the lower vibrations, the more they will be unable to affect you. So remember that like attracts like, and avoid attracting them to yourself. As the light continues to grow upon earth, the darkness will gradually disappear. It is already happening, and it is causing confusion amongst those who are the dark ones, as they can no longer hold the energies in place. They are the victims of their own doing. Yet it is never too late for them to turn to the light. I leave you with love and blessings, and may the light brighten your days and path to completion. This message comes through my higher self. In love and light. Mike Quinsey.